Hey YouTube, welcome on into another video. This is going to be another villain video for my Spider-Man series I'm still doing. And today it's mostly goblins, green goblins and hobgoblin. And before the new sets come out for the Oscorp set and that new Peter Parker's apartment with the new hobgoblin coming out. So let's go over the characters. So this is the big character of Green Goblin. He does come in a Lego set. I just don't remember which one, but he has the obviously this is the big figure one. So he has the angry face right there, and then he has the silver armor on, and then he has like the black latex armor on, and then he has more details on his arm, more details on his back right here, and then a little bit of detail on his back right here, and then more detail on his arm, and then that is it for the big Green Goblin. Our next Green Goblin is this one from, I think, a Mighty Micros set. I'm not exactly sure where it came from. I don't remember. But anyways, let's go over the character. So he has the purple hood on with his green ears, of course, and then he has a smirking expression. Then he has this pumpkin bomb, and then for his weapon right now, and then he has his muscles and his cool belt, and then no printing on his pants, and he has those short legs that move, and then this is the side of his head with his hat and his ears, and no printing on his arms, no printing on his pants, but he has printing on his back right there. And I'm not sure if he has another expression. He does. It's a sad expression. And then no more printing on the side again, and that is it for this Green Goblin. Our next Green Goblin is the one from No Way Home, and he doesn't have his mask, even though I wish they came with a mask on this set, but he didn't. But anyway, so let's go the rest of the character. So he has no printing on his pants right here, but he has some cool printing on his torso right there with the purple torn up piece right there. And then he has this pumpkin bomb that has, well, it's just a head basically with no printing on it at all. And then he has this cool hair piece right here. And he has this angry face. No printing on the side. No printing on his pants. But the purple piece goes across the neck a bit round onto the back of his back. And then no printing on his side right there. Not sure if he has another expression. Let's see. He does, and it's his goggles. Really cool. And turn him around. And his hair is not all the way. But that's it for this Green Goblin. Our next Green Goblin is actually one of my favorites, besides the next one I'm about to show you. And this one is really cool. It has detail all over. It has his hat, of course, with his ears. And then he obviously has a pumpkin, but no pumpkin face on it. But he has a satchel right here for an accessory. And then he has this cool detail on his torso and into his belt, on into his pants, and into his shoes. No printing on the sides, no printing on his pants, but the detail comes back on his back right there, and then no detail on the side again, but he has an angry face right there on this side, and the slightly hysterical happy face on this side. And that is it for this Green Goblin. Now, this Green Goblin is my favorite because he's the comic book accurate one and also the cartoon of the 1990s cartoon. So let's go over the character. He is the purplish, the light purple, like magenta look this time of the hat and the colors. And then it's like a leotard type of thing for his torso and into his pants and into his pants and his shoes. And then it shows a little bit of his green on his arms, details on his arms, details on his pants, well, his legs. And then he has these two jack-o'-lanterns. And then he has a purple satchel this time. And the only detail is on his arm and no details on the side, except for the pants, actually the double molded pants actually has the boots and the green on the side, and then same thing on this side, and then he has some cool detail on the back of him, and then as I said again, the double molded color right there, and then the arms again, and then he has another expression, also an angry face with the happy face on this side with the yellow eyes. Stay tuned for the next one. Our next goblin is actually Hobgoblin. Not Green Goblin, but Hobgoblin. And this one is really cool. I can't wait for the next one that's coming out in the next in August to get also, because the other one has more detail on the hood, a different torso, and different looking pants. But anyways, so if I really wanted to actually change the pants, I probably could, like, it's the same pants as Deathstroke here. So it's nothing really, it's the same. But anyways, continuing. He has this cool old hood of the orange, and then he has the pumpkin bomber, obviously, and then he has this torn cape, and then he has this cool orange torso with the belt and the satchel right there, and I probably could get him another satchel to actually match this satchel, and then he has the dual legs printed for the blue and the orange, and then no printing on the side, no printing on the pants except for the back right there, and then no printing on the side again. And then, does he have another face? Yes, he does. It's an angry, I don't know, kind of worried looking face. But this one he's kind of surprised and happy at the same time. But that is it for Green Goblin and Hobgoblins. Well, I forgot the amazing Spider-Man's Green Goblin that I have, and he has some cool detail. This is not official Lego. I got him offline. Anyways, so he has this cool brown hair piece, and then he has some cool detail on his for the green part down his side, and some more armor going on, and then it goes into his belt, and then it goes into his pants, and then to his shoes, and then he has some detail in his arms, but no printing on the other side of him. No printing on his pants, but he has some more detail on the back of him right here, and then some no detail on his side except for his arm right here, where it has black on this side and green on this side. And then he has this looking face. I'm not sure if he has another facial face. No, he does not. And then that is it for this Green Goblin. Our next character is Vulture, and he has this classic hard wings right here, and then no hat or anything because he's bald. And then he has a gray, oldish looking face, and then also he has the weird white satchel-y thingy at the top, and then shows his muscles, and then for his torso, then there's nothing on his pants, just green pants, nothing on the side, nothing on the side on the back of his pants, but he has some more detail on the back of his back. Once I pull off his head and his wings, I'll show you right there. And that is it for Vulture. Now I got Kraven the Hunter, and he has this black hair, and then he has this angry face, and then he has this cool neck piece, and then his cool torso with the lion right there, and it goes into his belt, and then with his pants right here, he comes with this sniper rifle, and then he has no detail on the side of him at all, no detail on his pants, but he has some more detail on his back right here, and then no detail on the side of him again right here, but he has another expression right there, just a serious one. And that is Kraven the Hunter, and that's it for this character. Our next character is the Shocker, and he comes with a No Way Home set. No Way Home set. Far From Home, I think, or the Homecoming set. One of the sets that just recently came out from the Spider-Man, the Tom Holland Spider-Man sets. Anyways, so he has the Shocker suit on right here with the gauntlet right here, and then cool brown pants, and then he wore the brown pants, and then his torso looks pretty cool. Comes with this like a blaster piece, and his face mask looks kind of cool. But no printing right here, no printing right there, and no printing right here on the pants or the sides.